Never seen a more happy group in here all year. I don't know what it is. JB wanders off, and all of a sudden, I think our man, the Force, has wandered in and organised a spread. We got full bellies anyway from the McDonald's we had earlier, but now in it comes, bang, steak sandwiches, salmon rolls, fish and chips. It's extraordinary stuff.
I can't believe it.
Epicure at the
I think
MCG
JB can stay down
catering,
there.
#1 group going around. Don't worry about that. Now listen. It was supposed to. This is right now is the time when we had Chua, the Chu Man, whose profile's gone nuts.
Well, that's what. Normally he's right on time,
Yeah.
so it's fair to say that he's just complacent, and he'll just roll in now on his time.
We said to be
not our time.
1:15 because we wanted to drill down into what's going on with his life as a media entertainer. Social page set up, and then a Supercoach show. Now it just turns up when he wants. So we're going to have to just wait until he actually gets here because we've got a bit of work we want to do with him. The man of his own music as this next man. Normally we don't hear from him until 9 minutes past 10. We leave it as late as we can, but last Saturday, social pages, there they were, Megan Gale, who else does all that? Vince Colosimo, and in the middle, little wee Chu Man, Ash the Chu Man I'm talking about, our statistician, 2-day, 2-night premiership statistician. Then, on Thursday night, Spud, the man made his television debut, and as a result of that, turned up late today. That's this first flow-on effect from that. And there's only one man that can straighten people up in this box, like needs to be done, and that is you.
I was up at Palm Cove, as we all know, during the week. On Thursday night at 7 o'clock, just happened to walk past the TAB there, and then Fox Footy there, the Supercoach. No. And lo and behold, social pages Saturday, and then there's Ash, front and square, running the show.
Yep.
And then I get a text from JB. Yep. And he was excited. He went on the rush hour.
Well, he did a pre-show interview on the rush hour.
Pre-show interview like red carpet at the Brownlow. Didn't even know the host's name. All he was worried about was himself and how many stats he could get out there.
Hang on. You're telling me he went into the Supercoach show without knowing the main host's name?
And demanded the producer, this is the way I want me super at the bottom. 2-time day and night.
It did not say
Premiership statistician.
It did.
That was the thing that really caught me eye. And I thought, no, it was my shout. I said, no, I'm watching this. I'm front and square of this Supercoach. And now I've just picked out a couple of little pieces because it just a twinkle in my eyes. So let's hear the packages.
Well, this is it. This is the show.
This is the show. Listen to this.
Thanks for having me. I'm really feeling the love. We're only 30 seconds into the show. I don't get that treatment at Triple M. Sure, that was my attempted humour. Let me tell you that. And it obviously didn't come off. First, I've been doing it for about 20 years. Just love my footy.
What do you do when you're not doing stats?
Yes. Oh, very good question. Work in refrigeration and air conditioning and wholesale. Manage the branch out at sunny Thomastown.
Do you do heavy?
When he's doing this job, I can tell you that.
Now, what's it like in the box during a premiership?
Geez, probably Dennis Pagan, one of the greatest coaches going around. It was very, very intense in that coach's box, but geez, you learn a hell of a lot about the game.
When you're in the box, how do you get your stats so quickly?
Well, probably the sponsor's my best friend, Carlton Draft. Enables you 1 second to try and find the stats. So, so that's what helps me.
How do you get their attention?
I have a rule, and I usually tap them on the back. But
how many rules have you lost?
Quite a small man. Well, I've lost 35 for Carlton Draft. Garry Lyon has thieved 34 out of 35, and he's snapped about half of them as well. He actually uses them as a back scratcher every now and then.
Oh, you're throwing me under the bus. Your main supporter.
Yeah, I've worked with you for 6 years, Garry. Yeah, I've snaffled a few of my rulers. My daughter keeps asking, Daddy, where's my ruler?
Through? Yeah, wolf under the bus. Yeah. No mention of me. I've whacked away here for 6 years. Not what JB, the leader. He's down at Tassie. He is just devastated. 30-minute interview. Not once did you mention the captain of the team, purple-headed warrior. Probably doesn't need much of an intro, but no mention of him.
Got one, that one. And Chua went with your own joke at one stage, and no one laughed except you.
That was a nervous laugh, as you can tell.
Chua,
yes,
you're obviously happy with the way it all went inside your own skin. Was that fair to say?
I'm glad I survived because, as I said during the Triple M pre-record, my last experience in terms of television experience was Channel 31. Sorry about that. Was Channel 31.
Yeah, You're going to go on this again, 7 o'clock Thursday night on Fox Footy. You were very happy with your interview, weren't you?
I was content,
Well,
content, Spud.
I got a phone message, Gary.
What?
Exactly 10 seconds after the show.
No.
I couldn't believe it. The phone was off.
Not for me. Not for
Friday morning, I mentioned, Ash Chewy here. Have a listen to the message that I got.
Spud, how are you, mate? Just about to watch a replay of the Supercoach show in the comfort confines of my lounge room in Cook Nation. Hope you enjoyed the show, Spud. Looking forward to catching up with you on Saturday for a lot of positive reinforcement. Thanks, mate.
Chua,
That was not me, Spud.
Chua, you've gone and rung Spud to say
No.
10
how
seconds
well you
after the show.
No, Spud left a few messages for me, and I was returning his call. Now, my daughter taped it, and we watched it
Listen,
together.
what have you got written on your hand?
The host name from the... Just in case I was going to be barreled again.
Right,
Sure
listen,
enough, yeah.
enough of that, because one man happened to be at home, I think either Paris, New York, London, I don't know, but he gets a feed of the Supercoach show, and he keeps an eye on it because he thinks that's where the emerging talent is going to come from.
Okay.
And this man, he only targets the big international talents. I speak, of course, of Max Markson, who joins us on the line, rang earlier today and said, get me on, I need to speak to the Chua. Max, welcome.
Hi, I'm very excited. Show me the money. I can show Chu Man the money. Chu Man, Ash, are you ready for this?
Well, yes, I am. I am, Max.
Good,
I'm all
because
set
the
to go.
first call I'm making on Monday morning is to Matt Tripp at Sportsbet. We're going to get you a deal either with Sportsbet or Bookmaker.com. They'll give you $100,000 a year. Will you take it, yes or no?
Yes, sir. Let me know.
Second call I'm making on Monday morning is to Wrigley's, because with the Chu Man as your name, you should have your own spearmint out there.
Yes, exactly
You
right.
take $100,000 a year. You're taking that?
Absolutely. This is the
Okay,
ticket
so
to
we can
retirement,
almost
Spud,
hear
no
that.
more refrigeration.
Shut up, you're
Yeah.
talking.
By the refrigeration air conditioning game. Thirdly, you've got to have your own TV show now. I mean, you're famous.
Okay.
What do you got for him?
And your own book.
What sort of show would he front up to?
Oh, tips. The Herald's going to want to have a column every week. He will predict who's going to win every week. You've got to
Hey,
look.
Max.
Did you see Moneyball with Brad Pitt?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's all about Moneyball. It's all about you can tell everybody who's going to win each week. You can, can't you, Ash?
Max,
Yeah.
I want you. I'm going to tell you what you should do a deal.
Go on.
He asked the producer of the Supercoach show what he should wear, what sort of gear he should wear.
Amani.
As you saw with the other boys, they were sporting your super dry sort of G-Star setup. And our man, the Chua, went in with a nice slack from Fletcher Jones. He went and bought himself a newie and then got himself a nice sort of three-pocket shirt. Now, is there something you can do in that area?
I think we're going to go and visit Giorgio Armani. Personally, in Milan. In Milan.
Now, Max, having the remake of Dallas, now I've heard on the grapevine, and you would know this more than me, that having the remake of Fantasy Island, you reckon Ash could fill in for Tattoo?
He can hang up with. I've got a new client. I look after Mini Me. So
To play.
I look after Vern Troy, who's very small. Right?
Oh, well, there you go.
We
You
can
got
have Mini Me to the Chu Man.
DeVito.
Hey, Max, we appreciate it. We know you're a busy man, mate. He's fielding a lot of offers at the moment, but I reckon you've just elevated yourself to the top of the tree, Chua. What do you think?
Oh, 100%. Looking forward to the coffee with
right.
Max.
Okay, I'll get that contract over on Monday morning.
Appreciate it, Max Markson joining us. This is
too
what
good,
happens
Max.
when the Chua gets himself up. What are you going to go? What sort of get up you going with next week? You going to? I saw Sam Edmund. He was on the show.
He was, yeah.
I spoke to him last night. They said they were really impressed, but they just was wondering about the kit. What are you going to roll with next week?
G-Star.
Well, I might copy what the host was wearing. That's Shura Taft. He is a trendsetter. He is. He
Yeah,
is.
he
And
is.
might take half a leaf out of his book because I'm
He
not
had
at
like
that
a
yet.
deep plunging neckline and then a little sort of a nice shirt. We've got a massive audience out here, a Twitter audience. Someone within the Triple M family must be involved in the clothing industry, and I'm talking the sharp stuff, not the accountant setup. Give us a tweet, and if you can dress Chua for next week's Supercoach show, real trendy style, we will give you plenty of love. So get on the Twitter and let us know who you're involved with, please.
Now, guys, as you know, there's only 2 car parks per team. all the other media outlets.
Somehow we get about 7.
Well, Howie does the show with Nathan Brown Saturday morning.
Doesn't even know there's a car park down
Just
there.
rushes here, gets the car park out the back at Wellington Road and has to walk, 500 metres. Ash walks in late today because he was supposed to go in at 1:15 with the big blue slip.
Yeah,
Now, that means you've made it, doesn't it?
Well, things happen in 3, Spud. The social media, social pages last week, the Supercoach show now.
How's your wife
First
think?
time in 10 years.
Wife and the kids, how are they handling it?
She's
The fame.
been doing a fair bit of shopping lately.
Look at the bling he's rolling with too, the Chua. He's come with some real bling round. He's got some gold chain.
I've always worn that.
Oh, have you? Yeah, just putting it outside there. eh?
Also, for the listeners, get on the Twitter page and Facebook, guys, as you said there.
Yeah.
They can also seize, as you said, the attire with the shirt, with the
What do
Harry
you-
high pant,
Okay.
with
So-
the belt sort of halfway above the, the belly
Facebook
button.
and Twitter. So Facebook and Twitter, you'll see what Chua wore last week. If you're involved in the clothing game and you want to be his personal dresser for next week, get on, tweet us. We will take you up with you through the week, and you will get a hell of a lot of love on Triple M. So I'm sure there's some Chapel Street operators down there or something that can get on to Chua. So that's happening. We're going to
Before we go, have you got ahead of yourself? Just personally in your own skin.
Outside of the Triple M commentary
No,
box.
you. When you wake up now in the morning.
No.
You have. Because here it is. I can't believe I'm doing this to you.
Oh, no. That is a golden trumpet.
That is a golden
for you
trumpet.
first.
I'm in shock.
Yeah, we all
You've
are.
come a long way from Point Cook.
We need you
Have a
to
look
get
at you.
yourself down to the front desk. Get yourself set up for a performance today that indicates to us that your mind's back on the job.
Gary, I've worked in this Triple M box for 10 years, and as I say, I often say the golden rule is there's a line. It's about 1 millimetre in width. If you deviate 1 millimetre off that line, you're cooked. So
Get back on that line and
Shut
give
up,
us your
Ash.
best work. Melbourne, take on Richmond.